Hi, today we are going to continue with our Pixlr photo editing, and we have a new assignment, and the new assignment is called Ironic Photos. So ironic means happening in the opposite way to what is expected. So for instance, you probably wouldn't see a polar bear in the jungle. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to find two pictures. This one's a little small. It's 220 by 220. Usually it's better when they're 300. This one's good because both of these numbers are above 300. So I'm going to go in, control click with your mouse, save image as, and I'll say polar bear. And mine is going to my desktop, but yours is probably going to your downloads. Okay, now I need another photo, and I'm going to write in here jungle. Okay, so you wouldn't expect to see a polar bear in the jungle. So maybe I'll grab this one. Again, both of these numbers are above 300, so that's good. I'm going to control click, save image as, and we'll say jungle. And then I'm going to open up Pixlr, P-I-X-L, and your Pixlr should come up because you guys have done this before. If you need to, we might need to control click to make sure that it runs. And I'm going to say open image from computer, and yours probably went to your downloads. Mine went to my desktop. So I always put it so that the top two, the most recent, are at the top, and the way to do that is to click date modified so that the most recent are on the top. I'm going to hit shift, so this one's highlighted. Now I hit shift and click, and that's going to open both of them. It's just faster. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to take this polar bear and I'm going to move the polar bear over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the lasso tool, and I'm just going to get a general circle around our polar bear. And then I'm going to click edit and then invert selection. So now the polar bear isn't selected, but everything around it is selected, and then I'm going to hit delete. Now we need to come in and we need to get a little bit closer to the polar bear. So I'm going to come in again and get as close as I can. Again, I'm going to say invert, edit, invert selection, which just means taking the opposite, and click it. Now, I'm going to hit the erase tool. So right here it says eraser tool, and Pixlr's nice because it tells you exactly what all these tools are. And right now I have a soft brush. This is a hard brush right here. You could also do different ones, but these won't work for our purposes. So I would just do, I'll try this one. Let's see. That one actually might be a little too big for my purposes. I'm going to hit 25. That's a little too small, and stick with 30. Okay, so I'm going to come in here now, and I'm going to hit Command D, which is deselect, and now I'm just going to erase. Also, if you want to get in more, you could go Command plus. Command plus will make this bigger, and then you can get more detailed with that. I'm going to have to select my bear again. This tool right here will help you move this side to side. I'm going to click on the move tool, and I'm going to bring the polar bear over. Okay, right now it's too big. I'm going to say edit and free transform. And we're going to move that polar bear in there. And then hit return. Now right now you have two layers. You have the background layer and layer 2, which is the polar bear. You can even come in if you want, and you could rename these layers. I'm going to go back into the erase tool, and I think I'm going to make this brush smaller to get a little more detailed here. And then I think I'm going to move this down a little bit so you can't tell that it actually doesn't have any feet right now. And then you can come in and you can say File, Save. And I'm going to rename it so that you know this is the edited photo. Maybe bump the quality up to 100 and say OK. And mine's going on my desktop. Yours is probably going in Documents at this point. So always look to see where it is that you're saving your picture. And then you need to upload it to Google Classroom, and you need to upload it to Weebly so that I can grade this. If I don't see it in either of those two places, then I don't consider it done because I can't grade it. So have a good day, and I think you'll have fun with this.